All right, welcome to day 3 of the Creative Soul Art Retreat. I am super excited to be here. I can't believe it. We made it 3 days in a row. Oh my goodness. And look how many people we have here. We have about 220. I'm so proud of you showing up for 3 days in a row. I mean, this is some important work that we're doing, right? And I hope that you are having fun in this process of self-discovery through art making, right? So art has so much insights. Like we can learn so much about ourselves and we're always evolving. That's what's the beautiful thing is that we're constantly changing from yesterday to I'm not the same person today, right? Because like I was mentioning on day one, we're like these containers, right, that are embodying these different emotions, right? We feel different, we're responding to the world a little differently. And then yesterday we got to do our animal guides and get some insight about like how is our mind and our emotional state and our physical state, how are we working together, right? So it's all about relationships, right? Our relationship with our feelings, our relationships with parts of ourselves. And then today we're going to get into relationships about our life. Okay, we're going to be doing the focus wheel, which is one of my favorite exercises. I think that everything that we've been doing so far has been my favorite exercise. I love them all. That's why I picked them for you. Um, I just want to say, I love the support that you all are giving each other in the Facebook group. I love that you're coming together, you're honoring each other, you're seeing each other, and that is just so nourishing for the soul. So thank you for doing that. Thank you for being here, and thank you for participating fully. I really do appreciate it. All right, so I want to get started. And before I begin, is it okay if I pull a card again? Is that good? Okay. I love Joanne sent me a sunshine. I love that. Oh, another sunshine. So the 3 cards that we've gotten, even though I know it's only been 2 days before this, but I pulled 2 cards. One was sensuality, right? About pleasure, having fun. That was yesterday. Direction, about gaining direction. And tonight's actually good. We're going to gain direction because we're doing a focus wheel, a focus life wheel. And then also the heart chakra, which is super important. We want to tap into our heart and live a life that feels fulfilled, right? So we want to do things that light us up. And so we need to tap into that, give it some attention. So let's see what else will show up today. The chakra cards. If you want to get a chakra set, I do have that special offer just during my retreat where you get my 21-day course and the Oracle deck for 77 bucks. If that's something that interests you, I'd say take advantage of it. Card. Let's see. Oh, got a throat chakra card. So this card says, this card is to support in effective communication. So it says, listen first. And the affirmation is, I will find the right words to say in all situations and communicate clearly. I am honest and I express my true self. Others will hear and receive what I have to say. Beautiful. So a part of, and I think this relates to the focus wheel tonight, is because part of when we decide what we want to focus on in our life, right? We got to talk about it. We got to like let people know, right? We don't want to keep everything a secret. So part of that communication actually amplifies it, right? And building the support team to help you make it come alive. So we will think about that as we continue to work on our goals and our dreams, right? It is the new year, so I always like to focus on that. All right, so I would love to hear from you in the chat of what has come up for you so far. Like what have you loved so far? If there's anything that's like sticking out that you really liked. I met with Terry Ann really briefly today, and she said she called this art camp. And I was like, oh, that's so cute. I know I've been calling it art retreat, but I was like, I like the idea that it's called art camp, you know? She says she's loved everything. Okay, cool. I didn't know if there was anything in particular that has stuck out for you, but if there is, please let me know in the chat so we can keep going now. All right. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the focus wheel before I start going into slides for tonight. The focus wheel is something that I actually do with my individual clients, right? I usually start off with the focus wheel. So if you are one of my individual clients or have worked with me in the past, I ask of you right now just to go get your focus wheel that we've done together. I'm sorry, people are chatting me and I'm gonna try to sort it. Oh, the chat is disabled. Oh no, hold on one second. Let me see if I can make it work. Or maybe my helper here can enable it. I'm not sure why the chat is disabled. Okay, give me 1 second. And if my Creative Soul Ambassador can actually, okay, you are a co-host. Okay, you're good. Okay, so hopefully the chat is working again. And if John, if you're here, if you could help me enable the chat, that would be great. Okay, it's working now. Beautiful. So the question that I had posted in there, just to wrap that back to the same point, was I asked if there was something in particular that stuck out for you in the past 2 days that is resonating. I would love to know. You could put it here. All right, that would be awesome. And the other part that I was talking about was the focus wheel. So if you've done this with me before, take it out now, because the focus wheel isn't something that you just do one time. It is, it's a work in progress. We are works in progress, and we can't just say, oh, we're gonna do this one thing and then put it away. So like last week in the Creative Soul Society, we did a vision board. Now, part of the vision board is to look at it on a daily basis, to look at it at least on a weekly basis if you don't look at it daily, so that you can say, hey, what did I say that I wanted to do? And hold yourself accountable, right? So the focus wheel is that same concept. It's not like you just do it one time and then you put it away and you dust it off and open it back up and be like, oh yeah, I thought I wanted to do that. Did it happen? Like magic? You are the magic and you co-create your reality. You make it happen, right? So part of this process is it's a relationship. Each area of our life is a relationship. So I'm going to just show you one that I did a long time ago. And I can't wait to look at the chat. I'm going to look at it in just a minute. This is a completed one that I did a long time ago. So we're going to be doing each one of these little pieces of the pie together tonight. Okay. So I'll let you know exactly what to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to be looking at each of these areas. We're going to go one by one. I'm going to explain one by one to you. And we're going to rate where we're at in our life right now compared to what we want the goal to be, right? And so I think this is so cool because there's aspects of here that I came back and looked and I was like, I did everything on my focus wheel. That's why I got to put those little marks to show myself. Like I said, I wanted to go to Spain, and what did it say? I think I said I wanted to go to Spain and Puerto Rico. I did that. I wanted to make art daily. I did that. I said I wanted to do more YouTube videos in my art business. I did that. I said I wanted to put up a fence at my house. I did that. So there's different things that I wanted, and to see it is so satisfying. Like I want you to feel that feeling of satisfaction that, oh my gosh, I did this, right? So it's a really cool, fun thing that we're going to be doing tonight. Like I said, it's one of my favorite things. And it's something that you continue to look at and you do the baby steps. You give it some love, you give it some attention, and you're going to see the magic happen. I promise you. Okay. So now I'm going to look at the chat. Nina says she's enjoyed everything. Erin said, I love seeing everyone's animals and the qualities people connected to. So seeing everyone's artwork has been really, really nice. And Hilda says that her inner child is so happy to be in this class. She says she's not an artist, but her drawings are cute. Yes. And, that's what I'm really proud of all of you, because like, one of my rules last night was to have fun, right? And you did that. I saw so many people having fun, and you weren't judgmental at all. Like, you're just like, I'm going to let my inner child come out to play and see what comes up. So I asked that of you tonight too, of, just for the rules is whatever judgment that might come through your mind, because it happens, we are human, right? And just say, you know what, I'm going to let that go. And I'm going to allow myself to just have a good time and just really listen to my heart and see what it is that you really want to experience this year, to be able to put it on your focus wheel. Okay. All right. So we're going to get to the slides. One second to share my screen. Oops. Oops. Sorry. Okay, so this is the slide for tonight that I would love for you to put your focus wheel on when we get to the point of sharing, so that you all can see it. And these are all your beautiful faces. I love seeing you all. I thank you so much for showing up. So fun when you have your cameras on. So if you could put your cameras on, that would be amazing, so we can all see you. Beautiful. So I just want to let you know, this is the last day that I'm offering the VIP, because I know that we're going to be doing the focus wheel tonight. Tomorrow in this VIP session, we're going to be doing some more healing work, emotional healing work around what's blocking us from getting to our desires. So they go hand in hand. What we're going to do tonight is going to lead on to tomorrow. So if you haven't already, take advantage of this opportunity, okay? Because you're going to get the art journal, the 2 extra days. You get a 30-day trial of the Creative Soul Society. All month long, we're going to be doing things around what we want to feel and manifest. And so we're doing different exercises in the Creative Soul Society. We meet on Monday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern, and we'll meet one Saturday a month, okay? So like I had mentioned, we're going to do the emotional healing. So wherever you're feeling stuck, especially in your focus wheel, what we're going to learn tonight of like, what you got a low number. We're going to be able to work on some art around that low number tonight or tomorrow night. And then we're going to do a creative visualization on day 5 about what you're stepping into for the new year. So this is the art journal. It's super nice. Like I said, it holds watercolors, it holds acrylic paint, pens. It's one of my favorite art journals. I get it at Jerry's Artorama, and they come in different sizes. So again, you get the 30-day trial. It will renew. It's a $37 a month, but you can cancel at any time. So if it resonates with you, what we're doing, it's really awesome. And it's a really safe place. Everyone is very supportive. And then we also, tomorrow night, we're going to be doing breakout rooms so that you'll actually be able to share your art with other peoples in the community. Okay. So like I said, I won't bring this up again. So this is the last time, tonight would be the last time to sign up for tomorrow's session. So I hope you can make it. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Are you all ready? Ready to do your focus wheel? Okay. So something that I want you to get, all you'll need tonight is maybe some markers. If you want to use watercolor, you could use that. And go ahead and grab a plate or a bowl to draw your circle. Okay. So we're gonna hold up 1 minute so you can do that. Now, see some people are coming back. Okay, good. So now that you have a plate or bowl or something circular. Oh, someone has a stencil, very fancy there, Sharon. I like that. I want to let you know, I want you to stay to the end tonight. Why? Because I have a brand new program that I'll tell you about later. It's called the Healing Art Program, and it's a $2,800 program. It's a really special thing that I created, and I'm going to have a couple winners that you get to be a part of it. Okay, so I'm going to tell you at the end. So stay around so you can learn about the program and see if you are the winner. All right. Okay. Again, here's a different focus wheel. Look at that. I wanted to grow my email list at that time. I wanted to save up some money, right? So I had totally different ideas, but this is what ours is going to look like tonight. We're going to be at starting ours, right? And we're going to pick different colors for each point in that wheel. Okay. So I'm trying to move you all here. Hold on one second. Okay. We are going to be starting with the relationship for self. So let me show you what to do here. We're going to be grabbing our plate, our circular object, and we are going to draw a circle. I like to use both sides of my journal just because I'm like that. If you don't have to, if you don't want to, I just like using a lot of space in the journal. So go ahead and draw out your circle. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you know, having a little plate does help. All right, next up is I like to also put a circle around that circle. So this is where I label, I'm going to be labeling. So I'm going to draw a little circle around it. All right. Oh, Wendy says, my husband enjoying here what I am getting out of this. I'm enjoying being present, not having any expectations of myself. Beautiful. Thank you, Wendy, for sharing that. All right. So next step, we're going to do the step-by-step together. We're going to draw a line down the middle. And we're making a T. Okay, so a big T. Look at that. It's in 4 parts now, right? We're going to end up making a pizza pie, but we're making a T first. And then after the T, we're going to make an X. And the X makes it into 8 pieces of your pie, because we're going to look at 8 areas of our life. Okay, so each area of our life we have a relationship with. Okay, we have a relationship with ourselves, we have a relationship with our home, we have a relationship with our money, we have a relationship with our work, with our self-care practices, right? How we take care of ourselves, with our passion projects, with our travel, right? So everything is a relationship. So we got to look at like what we're going to give love to. So we're going to give love to ourselves first. Now, sometimes people will say, well, I want to work on my relationship with my husband or my partner or something along those lines, which is great, or my kids. It's a beautiful thing. But I promise you, when you work on that relationship with yourself, you're going to have that ripple effect to that relationship that you wanted to work on. Okay. So the first one, we're going to put self. And when we talk about self, I want you just to be honest, like you're here for you, right? Just be honest on what you want to write above it. So right above it, this is the label. You can write, what is it that I want to work on for this year that's going to make me feel amazing? What's going to light me up, right? So it might be that you need to work on boundaries, right? You might be saying yes to everybody where you might need to say no. Or maybe you need to practice self-love or self-compassion. Maybe it is building your confidence, right? So thinking about something in yourself that you want to work on that's going to make a ripple effect in every area, because you're going to see once we go through this, they're all interconnected. And if one is really low, they're all going to be really low. So I'm just asking you to pick something that you want to work on for right now. I'm going to pick energy because I've been really working on my energy, been exercising, even though exercise is a physical, but energy is like how I want to show up in the world and what I want to resonate, because my word is resonance. So I'm working on my resonance energy. I'm even going to put that word up here, resonance. So you can pick a color for that self part, because each one of these pieces of the pie are going to be a different color. So you pick a color for yourself, could be your favorite color. And what you're going to do is you're going to rate where you are right now, because you need room to grow. This is why you picked what you're working on. We always have something to work on. I like to do these focus wheels like maybe every 3 months so that I can check in and see that it's grown and pick new things. So where are you right now? So I'm going to say, like, where am I with my resonance? How have I been working on my energy? Where do I want to be? A 1 is an idea. So if it's just an idea that, like, hey, I want to work on my confidence and I don't have any, that's an idea. There's nothing wrong with a 1. We all have to start somewhere. When I wanted to go to Europe and I didn't have any idea of like what to do, where to start, that was an idea, right? And then I made it happen. I got all the way to the 10 with the baby steps. So a 1 is an idea. If you've been working on it, whatever that you picked for yourself, and you've been working on it and you've been putting energy to it and you're seeing some progress, that's a 5. Now, anything above that means like, oh my gosh, you're almost to that 10. If it is a 10, it does not need to be on there, right? So I'm going to say that I'm a 5, and I'm going to color it in. I'm going to fill it in halfway, because I've been working on my resonance, on my vibration, on my energy. Okay. And then the other step that I like to do, once I fill it in and I pick the number, I write the number, because when I look at this in a week in the Creative Soul Society, we're going to get together and we're going to look at this in another week, and we're going to look at this in 2 weeks. We're going to say, hey, where have I moved? And I want to give myself credit. Be like, you know what? I feel like I'm a 6 today. I'm a 7 today, right? Okay. Oh, you want me to bring it closer? Let me bring it closer. Sorry about that. Is that easier to see? Is that better? So you write self, you pick what you want to work on top, and then underneath this, you're going to pick a number where you're at. So where do you put the number rating? I put my number rating like right on top of what I filled in. So if I had a 1, it would be really low down here, right? If I had a 3, maybe I started working on something, then I would put it here. But since I'm halfway, I'm going to give that a 5. So I put the little 5 right here. Maybe I'll use a black so that you can see my 5. Okay. So maybe some of you would like to put in the chat what you're working on. I see that Melvin says energetic boundaries. Okay, that works. Erica says she wanted to work on discipline. Yeah, that's a good one. That's boundaries for yourself. Doesn't have to be boundaries with other people. Sometimes we need boundaries for ourselves, right? Discipline is a boundary for yourself. Self-care. Okay, we do have a self-care component. Okay, I'm going to actually, if my Creative Soul Ambassador can put the 8 levels, we are going to have a self-care component as the last one. And that will be on here as well. Okay. So I just want you to consider that. So this is like aspects of ourself that part of like, you know, inner peace. That's a good one. Usually about a feeling. So maybe it's that you want to feel, I like that Jacqueline put inner peace, or could be learn how to dance. Okay, that's a good one. Self-acceptance, beautiful. We do have a health one that you could put your exercise in. Okay. I think the more that you get this, you'll understand, and maybe you want to use a pencil so if you need to change things around. Okay. All right. Are we ready for the next one? We're good. I like that Carla put authenticity. Beautiful. Trust, self-esteem. Yes, this is where we're going. These are the right kind of words that we want to use. Positive energy. Yes. Focus. Yes. Recovery to feeling whole. Beautiful. Vitality. Yes. Okay, good. Now you guys are getting it. I think sometimes when we share, we understand more, right? Okay. So I'm going to go back to sharing, see what's next up on the list on this focus wheel. So as you can see on my focus wheel, I just, this is a not finished one. So what is next? A relationship with work and purpose. So what does that mean? So some of us are working and some of us might not be working, but that's okay. We all have a purpose, right? So when I say this, it could be something along the lines of like, maybe you have a day job and you're like, you know what? I want to have more fun at my day job because I'm getting really burned out and it's boring. Or I want to be more time efficient. Or I, want to create more community at work. Or maybe you're not working, but you want to volunteer or do something in your life that is, giving back or making you feel like you are making a difference, right? So it's just choosing something, or maybe you want to start your own business. Maybe you want to start selling your art or have a creative practice along those lines. And that might be something new for you, right? So what we're going to do here, I'm going to stop share. We'll do it together. We're going to put work next. And I want you to choose. Sometimes I put my creative business. Sometimes I write that. And it's like, what do I want to see grow? So sometimes I put grow my email list or, reach more people, things like that, grow my YouTube channel. I have specifics, and the universe likes specifics. So if you are complete in this area, you feel like I have nothing to grow with work. Everything is a 10, 10, 10, 10. That's great. That's amazing. You can change it for something else. Okay. Maybe there's another aspect of your life that you'd like to work on. We all have things to work on. For example, I had someone who does not like to travel. They're like, I don't go anywhere. I have no interest in travel, but they wanted to work on a relationship with their brother. I was like, okay. So we have a self relationship with self and had a relationship with brother instead of the travel. So if you feel like you don't need that there, you're welcome to switch it out. Rebecca says, can it be my attitude? Most definitely. You can change your attitude. Maybe it is like being intentional of having a good attitude, right? You want to put down like what you want to focus on, what you want to work on. Okay, so Dawn says, what if you don't work and you don't feel like you have a purpose? So that would be an idea of finding purpose this year. Okay, Dawn, does that make sense? So that's a 1. There's nothing wrong with a 1. You just put a little 1 here. It says finding purpose. And you can put purpose here. We got to start with an idea. Willing to be seen. Yeah, showing up more. I want to reach more people, help people heal through art. So I think I'm going to focus on like my Instagram and show up more and share art practices. I'm going to give myself a 4 here. I'm going to put green. I feel like that's growth. Ashley says, I'm a homeschooling mom and I want to create more structure and rhythm in our daily lives. That's a beautiful intention. I love that. Yeah, there's no judgment on the numbers. This is about just saying, hey, this is where I am and this is where I want to grow. And it's so much fun to see the growth. And you can take baby steps getting there. Oh, Erin says she's going to submit 3 pieces of art to shows and galleries. Beautiful. So what is my specific number under work? I'm going to put a post on IG 5 times a week. I'm going to get because part of my self-care practice is making art, right? So I'm making it all the time, but sometimes I don't always share it. So mine is just sharing more on IG, and then also building the Creative Soul Society so that I can support people in these kind of opportunities of healing. Okay. All right, Erica's gonna launch her coaching practice. Beautiful. So putting your number, again, no judgment. Are we ready for the next one? Yes. Okay. Oh, what? Oh, the relationship with home. All right. So home, I think I'm gonna do more of a blue. So our relationship with home. So sometimes people like to say, I'd like to declutter. Maybe it's just one area of your house. Maybe it's just the kitchen, right? Because I'm saying this is kind of like it could go from 3 months to a year. It could be a big project or it could be a smaller one. I put house remodel and that took it took about a year. So there was like an idea at one point and then remodeling my kitchen and bathrooms. But for home, it could be some like one area that you want to create more peace, right? So sometimes people will say, I want to create a place to make art in my home, right? Make a room to make it like your little art room studio, or maybe I just want to have like a meditation space for self-care. Or you might have a big project, like I mentioned, like remodeling, or maybe you're looking for a home, you're changing spaces. So anything about your home that's important for you, you would put that here. Okay. Again, 1 is an idea, 5 is that you've already started, and then anything above that, you're almost there. All right. So I just redid my back patio. I put a mural up and I painted the tiles in the front, which was really in the back, which was really cool. And so now I want to start focusing more on my front yard. So I'm just going to put my front yard and adding some more. And I'm going to put that as maybe like a 3. If you want to garden, anything that's going to make your soul happy. Carla says she wants a bigger home with studio space. Amazing. So if that's just a dream, that would be a 1, which is beautiful. If you want to get it up to a 3, it could be like finding homes, right? Get that Zillow account on your phone and start actually looking. You could start pricing homes out. You could actually go into homes and check them out. That would be like a 5, like you're really, really looking, right? Moving up to an 8 would be starting to do the finances around it. All right, Andrea says she's going to make her bedroom an area of rest. More specifically, I have a quilt and I like to finish for my bed, add curtains, and I clear the flat surfaces. Important, yes. You got to have some Zen space. Got to declutter. Okay. So if we could put those 8 up one more time in the chat, I think that would be helpful for people. Some people are going to be repainting, fresh energy. Thank you for putting that list up again. Okay, next up is money. Well, this one is a hot topic for a lot of people. I love money. I used to be incredibly scared of money, and I had to heal my relationship with money. So that's why I actually created the Know Your Money Honey course, is teaching you how to have a relationship with money. And especially as creatives, and if we're going to have a business, this is why I do business courses as well. But you know, learning your worth, knowing that like what's important to you is should come into your life. And money flows through everything. It flows through like the roof over our head, to like what we eat, to like how we want to travel, how we want to take care of ourselves, how we want to pay off credit cards. Lynn wrote in the chat, you know, how we want to take care of ourselves, right? How we want to give to others, how we want to invest, how we want to save, right? So money is really, really important. So I want you to ask yourself, like, what is your relationship with money? And if a negative thought were to come up, if you're like, oh, money, I'm scared of it, or I'm anxious, just be honest with yourself and say, okay, well, I need to work on my relationship with money, right? So that would be an idea. Now, say you have a good relationship with money, but you'd like to, you know, sit with it more. Maybe it's on a weekly basis, you during a budget, seeing what comes in, what comes out. That could be that you're working on it, right? The 8th one on here is actually self-care. I'm sorry, we're just missing the number there, but it is relationship with your self-care practices. So, Kat, instead of decrease debt, I would say increase cash flow in, because when we put out what we want, you might get stuck with the negative part, right? With the debt part. So I want you to start saying, I want to increase my abundance, right? So that Gina says abundance, and you can put a number to that. I'm increasing my abundance to 30,000. I'm increasing my abundance to 50,000. Like, try to put some numbers that feel good for you too. Okay. So Carlene says, are there guidelines on how to number? Yeah. So again, 1 is an idea. 5 is you're working on it. And then you can be anywhere in between. So if you give me an example of where you're at, I can say like what number that would be. Anita says a financial freedom. Okay, so what is financial freedom for you? Put a number to it. What does that look like? And maybe you don't know what that number is, right? So being able to really look at numbers and say, well, I would need this much money to actually have my financial freedom, right? Okay. I will put them all up here so that you could see them. And I'm going to write down my money one. Money Honey. I love my Money Honey course. If you guys need support in that area, you can always try the Money Honey course. So money. So Kat says, live within her means. Okay, good. So that's like sitting with your income and your expenses and knowing what that looks like. So the more attention you give it, the money loves that. Money loves attention, right? So Trish says, should I stop? Should I change the wording around stop impulse buying since it's negative? I would think so. I would say, taking, like, if you are an impulse buyer, maybe instead of buying something, like you make a list of things and say, I'm going to pause my buying for a week so that you can actually sit with those things that you want to buy. And either one, you can make a reward for something another thing that you're working on and you actually do it, which is a really powerful practice. Or you could say in a week, I look at that list and like, do I really need this? Is this really important? Does this support my values? Right? So that can put like a pause on your impulse buying, right? So just like buying things that are going to be really valuable and important, that's going to help you reach your goals. Okay. I love Michelle says the opposite of scarcity fear is believing in abundance. So that could be your goal on here. Money could be like, starting to believe in abundance, that it's all around me, right? All right. Beautiful. Yes, baby steps. Okay. So Mitzi, please don't go ahead. We are going to do this together so I can explain it because she's already saying repairing a relationship go under special projects. No, special projects is totally different. Let's stay on money. Let's stay together here. Be specific about what you want. Okay. And that's why I didn't want to put it all on here because I felt like you're going to jump up. Okay. So next up, special project. So special project is what in your life is going to make a big impact for you, make a ripple effect that's like going to make your heart so happy, right? Now, this could be maybe you're someone that wanted to write a book, or maybe you're someone that maybe you are doing a house remodel. That would be like a big project, or maybe you wanted to make an art series. So it's anything in your life that you wanted to work on. Maybe it's just learning how to sew. I have a sewing machine behind me that I'm learning how to sew. I think I'm going to put that as my special project. I got my first lesson this week. Very exciting. I'm still incredibly confused. I think I need another lesson. So special project. But for example, if you don't have a special project, if for that person, say working on a relationship with someone, if like you don't have a special project that's making your heart sing, or that you're curious about, then you can switch it up. Like I had mentioned before, like if there's something on here that doesn't resonate. So I'm going to learn how to sew. And this is like, it's an idea, but I did have my first lesson, so I'm giving myself a 2. My idea here is that I'll be using the sewing machine in my art because I'd like textile art a lot, and I'd love to see some sewing in my art pieces. So I'm going to give that a 2. Tanya says, can I have several in there? Yes, you're welcome to put several in there. If you are joining us in the Creative Soul Society this month, we are going to be doing the treasure map, and I highly recommend just picking 3 for your top 3, because what happens is if we have too many things, it's like a tree with too many branches, and it's just going to get real top heavy. So if we can like zone in on like what's really important, even it might be a long-term project, it's okay. But if we can just do some, pick 3, I would say to go over that. Okay, so what is a special project? I'll say it again. It is something that is going to be important to you that makes your heart happy. Okay, could be an art series, finishing a painting. It could be writing a book. It could be, I said, I'm going to learn how to use my sewing machine. Okay. I might do a 100-day project. I'm going to put that on here too. I've been wanting to do, actually, I want to do a 111-day. You know, those 100-day projects where you make art like for 111 days. Okay. So whatever that is for you. Oh, Rebecca's doing one. Amazing. Okay. Let's keep going. Next up is travel. Kim says, do I have a year-long class? Yes, that's the Creative Soul Society. That's continues going. I've had it for 5 years. It's a forever year project. Yes. You want to see my wheel? Okay, let me stop share. And I'm going to grab another color for travel. Let me make myself big. And I'm going to put travel next. And I want to go to Costa Rica this summer. So I'm going to write Costa Rica. And right now it is an idea. I've not done any booking, and I'm going to put that as a 1. Okay. Haven't picked date yet. Haven't looked at places. Bella says, I'll love it. I know I've actually been there twice, and I have loved it. I thought it was amazing. Can't wait to go back. So pick somewhere, and it could be somewhere that you might not do this year. It could be a long-term place that you're wanting to go to in a couple years. A lot of times, if you're going somewhere far away, it takes a lot of planning. But it could be a weekend day trip. You're like, you know what? I want to go for the weekend on a road trip. That's awesome, right? Oh, someone wants to go on a honeymoon in Great Britain. Amazing, right? You got to start with an idea. Pat wants to go to Cambodia. Beautiful. Okay, so Bailey says it can't be somewhere that I already have plans to travel. It can be. Maybe you already bought the plane ticket, right? But you still need to pick certain things out to or plan out more of your itinerary, So you might be at a 5 or 6, but you still have some other things to do. And that's totally fine, right? Because it all takes time, right? Road trip with my sister. Beautiful. So just listening to your heart and saying, hey, what do I want to experience? All right, we got travel. Let's find out what's next. Oh, let's see. I noticed that a lot of you are messaging me individually. If you could message the whole chat, then I could see it, because it's very hard to open each one individually. That would be amazing. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to go back to the share because I want to see what is next on the focus wheel. Oh. All right, we got health. Okay, so for health, I like to look at this as like physical health. So it could be going to doctor's appointments. Sometimes people avoid going to see the dentist or getting checkups, things like that. Or maybe, there's certain, procedures that you need to get done. So you can put those on there, doctor's appointments. Or it could be, hey, I'm going to do cardio 5 days a week, or I plan to go walking 3 days a week. So whatever health, it could be eating more vegetables. It could be drinking more water. So whatever it is for you that will make an impact, right? That you're willing to commit to. If you're not going to do it, you shouldn't put it on. But it's something that you're saying, hey, I'd like to try this on. So for health, I want to move daily. I've been doing really good. I'm going to give myself a 7. Feels so much better when I move. So I'm going to go here. So yeah, we're going to be doing physical health for this one because your body is very important and taking care of your physical health. We do have a self-care one where we can do our emotional health. Okay. I like the consistent sleep schedule. Kathleen says she's going to add weights to her walking and then fasting every 3 months. Okay. So, okay, Florbella says, what is the difference between self and self-care? Okay, so the self aspect is kind of is looking at kind of like different characteristics or parts of our well-being that we are like building. So I said like self-confidence, building boundaries, maybe it's discipline, maybe it's you know, practicing self-love. Self-care practices are more about you know, maybe doing some art journaling during the day. Maybe it's meditating in the morning. Maybe it's doing morning pages or brain dumps in the morning. Maybe it's a gratitude practice. So there, it's kind of more of the self is more of like a mindset, working on your mindset, and then the self-care practices, which we'll write next, are kind of some action tools, like morning routines, night routines that we could start implementing. So we write self-care. And I feel like the self-care practice is like uber important. Because even for myself, it's like when I created a strong morning routine, it sets me up for the day where everything else is so much easier, right? Because I have, oh, I gave myself a thumbs up there. When I start my day with a good morning routine, so I would say like my morning routine is I get up, I have my coffee, I meditate, I do my journaling, I exercise for 20 minutes. And then I look at my schedule. I'm like, okay, what's my calendar on the day? And I usually have like a really clear sense of being and feel grounded when I start my day. If I don't start my day that way, I'm usually floating around and be like, what was I supposed to do? Right. So I really feel like the self-care practice, like a morning routine and then like a wind down night routine, helps regulate your nervous system. When you have a regulated nervous system, everything else will fall into place. Right. So we have to create these practices so that we feel good, right? And then we're saying good things for us, to ourselves, right? So you can always add things. Like for me, I have an awesome bathtub and I got some bath bombs, Lush bath bombs for Christmas, super stoked, and I want to use them. So I want to take more baths. That's going to be my adding to my night routine is at least 2 times a week, 2 times bath with bath bombs. And if I could sneak in some massages, that would be awesome. Massage. So it's just kind of like upping the self-care game. Because I feel like my morning routine is pretty solid. I could up my night routine. Okay, so say like I'm like a 5. I'm practicing, I practice. Gotta practice what I preach, right? I want to feel good. All right. Oh, Monique is an LMT and massage is so important. Yes. I usually do it like once a year, but now I'm realizing that I needed a lot more than that. Oh, and the cold plunge. I have not done that. I think I'm too chicken for that. Nita said she tried to do she did a massage every month last month, and it was once a month, and that was so worth it. I'm considering that as well. Okay, I'm gonna put 1 time a month. You are inspiring me. 1 time a month for massage. 1 time a month. Woohoo! Adding that on there. Catherine says she wants to read more. Oh, that's a good one. I like that. Kim says she likes to go outside. Yeah, that's a great practice, right? I don't like that this isn't colored in all the way. I'm gonna color that in. Okay, so ideally here, we have an idea, right? Some are higher, some are lower. There's no judgment of what the number is. We will be keeping you accountable, especially in the Creative Soul Society. We're going to bring these out and be like, hey, where can I give myself some credit, right? We got to celebrate ourselves. We're going to think of rewards to give ourselves, right? Tomorrow night, we are going to be seeing of where we're getting stuck, and we're going to be doing some art around that. Okay, we're going to look at some of those fears that are associated with some of these. So we'll be diving deeper. But this is fun because when you have a focus, when you know where you are going, I mean, you get there, right? You got to know what you want. So this is just asking yourself, like, what do I want? And then we're going to take those baby steps to start mapping it out. Okay. So very cool to have accountability here, right? So is this something new for all of you? Have you guys done this before? I'm so curious. Yeah, if you had the VIP, you get a recording for all the 5 days. I put all the recordings in the member portal. For those of you who do not do the VIP, the 3 days are going to be up until Sunday. So on my YouTube channel. So just giving you a few days to, if you missed a day, you can always kind of come back to it. Julie says she's done this before, but slightly different. And the member portal is at leahguzmanstudio.com. Okay, so we have some people that are new. Yeah, I think this is it's a great practice to do more than one time. Like I showed you some old ones, I showed you some that are finished, and it's so much fun to like pull them out and be like, oh wow, look what I've done. I said I was going to do it, and then I actually followed through. Okay. Oh, good. Natalie says she loves it. It's her first time doing it. All right. So how often do you recommend to check on the wheel? I like to check on it weekly, right? So it's like we're looking at this, we're going to start creating goals. I had mentioned, I know that I had mentioned this in the Creative Soul Society last week, the vision board class. I use the Freedom Mastery Journal. And so this is where I check off my rewards and I check off how I'm moving towards my goals. So that part, the accountability for myself of doing it, right? So when you accomplish your will, do you continue coloring it? Okay, so how this works, just to give you an example. Resonance and energy, like feeling good. So if I'm having, I want to have this like 5 days a week of just like feeling amazing, right? 5 days. If I'm doing that, if I check next week and I say, man, I had 5 days where I felt really on, a couple days were off, we have off days. I'm going to say I'm moving up. I'm doing it. I am able to release the funk that's coming up or, process it in a way. And I was able to get bounced back quickly. I want to give myself credit. So I will give myself a little snack and I'll go through each one of these. Well, maybe with my Costa Rica trip, I actually look at some sites and say, hey, I found a few that I liked. Then I'll give myself a little mark. And once I buy those tickets, I'm going to go up, right? And give myself more credit. So just these baby steps, but they're fun. Stephanie says she loves this. Okay, cool. Yeah, just giving it a bump. And then it'll get to the 10 and then that's gone. And then you're going to do something else, right? Because life keeps evolving. It's a wheel. It keeps moving. I call this the focus life wheel, I guess you could say. So we are going to share, we're not going to share the entire wheel. I would say we'd share like one aspect that's important to you. Yeah, and you fill it up as you go because it's moving. But we are going to do one thing. Renee says she doesn't get it. Well, as you focus on it, it's going to grow and it's going to be all marked. I did everything that I said I was going to do on here, right? So it's kind of looking at different areas of your life and then making it happen. That's how it works, right? Okay. I'm going to put this aside. And I had mentioned you check on it, I would say once a week. So if you are going to be a part of the VIP, let's say today's Wednesday, we can check together on next Monday. We meet Monday evening. So, and then we can check the following Monday and say, and celebrate ourselves, right? Say like, I went up four notches, right? I went up 2 notches, right? So it's a personalized goal tracker, right? You made it, you set it of what you want. And the more specific you can get, like I said, with the numbers, with the money, with how many times you're going to like work out during the week or move your body, or eat vegetables or drink the water, the more that you can get specific, the more powerful it's going to be, because that helps you document it better. Okay. All right. And if the Creative Soul Ambassador could put up the link for the VIP again, that would be helpful. Thank you. All right, so I'm gonna, if you don't mind, increases motivation. It does. It increases motivation because it gets you excited to meet your goals, and you celebrate yourself. That's what I'm saying. Like, you have to celebrate yourself. Thank you, Creative Soul Ambassador. Oh, I'm good. I'm glad you're liking this. It is going to be fun as you watch it grow together. Okay. All right. So I have something special. I made something totally different and new this time. Usually when I do these retreats, I offer individual art therapy sessions. I have it set up where I meet with people on an individual basis, but I have something really special for you this time, where it is a group component, and I want to share with you. Are you all okay if I share this with you? Are we okay with that? Yes. Julie says yes. Oh, and now fireworks. Okay, that's a sign that I should do it. I don't know how I get to do that. I do it every once in a while, and I don't even know how I do it. But I will show you. So Jen says C. Yes, beautiful. Okay, thank you. Let me go back to my share. Woohoo! All right. So we're going to move on. And we have a couple people that have won this program that I just made. So I'm going to let you know too who it is. I can get my computer. Okay. So before we share our work, I said I was going to let you know a little bit about this new program. The questions that I have for you is, have you experienced the power of art as therapy today? I'd say we all have seen some fun, we've seen some insights, we've seen some creativity come out, we've seen our emotions come out, which is important. All right. So it says, if I can get you to understand this one thing, everything will fall into place. We're going to be talking a little bit about if you're having some heavy emotions, and this is like from day one, like if some things have come up that feel really, really heavy for you and you're not sure how to get them out. Yes, we were creating art about it, but I've created this program where we're going to dive deeper, specifically for healing trauma, okay? And creating a safe space where it can move through your body, okay? So what do I mean by that? So I'm going to talk to you about how the body works, especially when it's experiencing trauma. That means that we are activated. Things happen in our life where we feel activated and we don't know what to do with those feelings. So this program is going to be for that. So I've created a 5-week program. It's going to be a group program that's going to meet once a week. That's going to help release trauma, regulate your nervous system, and build emotional tools that you can use for life. Okay? I call it the Healing Art Method. It's a signature program. So I know I've been practicing for 22 years now. Can't believe it. So I wanted to create something that bypasses talk therapy, that we can use our art to really dive deep. And so like at the end, you are feeling safe in your body, you're feeling safe in your mind, and you're seeing it up on the outside of you as well, okay? So for the first week is all about safety and orientation. So, hold on. Okay, so basically, when we experiencing trauma or something that's like really heavy in our life, it gets stored in our cells, right? Our brain is wired for survival, right? And so if we have something that activates us, we are going to go into that survival mode, right? That like fight or flight mode. And so we have to retrain our body and how we respond, and we have to retrain our mind how we respond to different situations. So part of this process, art is a really powerful way to retrain your mind, right? Retrain your body of how it's responding to the world. So for example, even when we're doing this focus wheel, there's going to be some things on here that might be new for you. Maybe it's going on a new experience, you're traveling somewhere new, or you want to do something new at work or build your confidence, and that feels scary, right? When you do those things, your body might feel unsafe, right? Because it's new. And so it's okay to feel that unsafeness, but we're teaching our body to be okay with the fear. Okay. So it's not about just getting over it. It's really learning how to use the tools to regulate your nervous system. Okay. So we'll be creating art about safety and then feeling safe in our body, and so that we can feel safe in our environment. Okay. So we're going to be looking at how to map our nervous system and looking at our triggers and being able to using our senses, because our senses pick up everything first, to help us calm down. So thinking of the grounding hand that we've done before, for those of you who have done that before in the past, of just thinking about how we can find those tools to calm ourselves down. All right, and week 2, keep moving the little screen here. We're going to talk more about how the emotions move through our body, and we're going to understand the difference between overwhelm, activation, and regulation, and know exactly where you are in any moment. So being able to track, like, what's your day like? You know, like, what is triggering you? And then how fast that you can move and feel better. That's what I was talking about, like in my focus wheel, about the resonance, right? If my energy gets off, how fast can I get back? That's what we want to practice, right? In creating systems in our day that help us feel regulated. So in the 5B group, we can work together to, again, hold ourselves accountable in these morning practices and these evening practices, so that we can move through, any kind of overwhelm, activation, and then learning how to regulate. So it is about developing an emotional literacy, but you also do it with your artwork too. So we'll be tracking our emotions without being overwhelmed. And it's so cool because your art is going to be showing you as well. You're going to gain insights through your art. Your art is going to be teaching you too. In week 3, we talked about the emotional tracking, and we're going to start to see patterns that show up for us. We're going to understand our window of tolerance and know how to handle it without feeling overwhelmed or flooded. And we're going to be able to master emotions. I'm going to teach you about the emotional guidance scale and how to use it to regulate and release. So we're really going to be using different techniques, like bilateral drawing. We'll do some more body mapping, safe places, things like that, so that you can move into, attracting all the things that you want, because you're going to be embodying the feelings that you want, like that peace, the hope, that love. You're going to learn how to bring that into your life. Okay, and week 4 is integration and meaning. We're also going to be looking at those patterns that I had talked about, like where those traumas had come from. We're going to be looking at some inner child work. We're going to reparent ourselves. Because a lot of this stuff, we're not even aware that, we have these patterns that, like, there's subconscious patterns that we need to change, right? So we're going to do some different exercises so that you can start finding out what those subconscious patterns are, and then opening up, expanding yourself to find a new way of being and rewriting your story so that you feel empowered. Okay, so if you have any mother wounds, father wounds, we'll be healing those wounds as well. Okay. So it's rebuilding your trust through yourself and through your creativity. And the last week is embodiment and continuation. So again, it's learning those long-term skills of self-regulating, creating personal rituals that fill your life, and just knowing exactly what to do when those emotions spike, right? And it also goes along with this focus wheel because we are going to be, knowing exactly where we want to go and then having that vision to get there as well, so that it's going to be super easy for you to attract those desires because you're going to be embodying it. All right. So again, this is going to have its own workbook. We're going to be meeting live on a weekly basis. And it's going to be on Wednesday evenings at 8 p.m. And we're going to be starting on Wednesday, the 21st. So if this is something, if you've ever done group before, they're really cool. I know I meet with a lot of you for individual session, but I'm switching things up this time because I do feel the power in groups. It's not going to be a big group, but it's going to be powerful because we can learn from each other and hold space for each other. Okay, so we are going to be starting that Wednesday, the 21st. We do have a closing date of Monday, the 12th is going to be the last date if you want to register for this. So I've picked 2 people that I would love to be a part of this program. I appreciate you participating fully in this experience. And let me tell you, I took pictures on my phone of who they are. So just give me one moment. Let's see. So I want to say congratulations to Wendy Parker Crockett. She made the owl, which was really cool. And then I also want to say congratulations to Laura Harris Mathern. I think I said your name right. Congratulations to both of you. We're going to be doing this group together, which is amazing. Lots of healing. And I don't know, I guess I could show you their art, but their art was really amazing. That's not why I picked them. I picked them because they participated fully, and I really honor that. So yeah, they're going to be doing the healing art program, but you can do it too. So this is available for you. 5 weeks, it's $2,800. Again, we're going to be talking about the healing art methods that I find really powerful. If you've liked the 3 days, the kind of stuff that I do here, this is like that. It's hands-on. You're going to learn tools that you can use for the rest of your life because they're fun. Okay. So I do believe healing can be fun. So it's going to, even though I talked about trauma and I know that's heavy and things like that, it's really about, rewiring that subconscious mind to be able to handle things and change your outlook around things. Right. So it's going to be fun. I'm going to put this on here. I'm going to look to see if there's any questions about this program. Oh my goodness, there's a chat and there's a lot of questions. Let's see here. Let me see. Give me 1 second. I'm going to stop share for a second. And I'm going to, hold on. Oh, I lost you all. Okay. I apologize. You guys disappeared on me. Okay, you're back. Okay. Let me go share again just so they could see, and then I'll go back to the questions. I'm going to push slideshow. Okay. So I just wanted to share, it is $2,800. This is what I would usually charge for my individual sessions for 14, but this is a group program, and I'm also offering a payment plan of $937. So if you were to register tonight, I will give you a bonus of a one-on-one session with me if you decide that you want to join us tonight. But this offer will be up for till end of Sunday. Okay, and I'm gonna just check out the questions really right here. Okay, the registration date is going to be open until Monday. So today's Wednesday, it'll go to till Monday, Carolina. She was asking when that is. And we're actually going to be starting, it's going to be on a Wednesday evening, the 21st. We're going to do 8 p.m. And I do not accept insurance. I just do payment plans through my site. All right. Carolina says 2,800 is way too expensive. Okay, I do not believe my work is too expensive. There'll be a max of 10 people in the group. If there's more than 10 people that actually are registering, then we'll make 2 groups. Okay. Yes, it'll be for 5 weeks. And someone asked, do I do scholarships? Well, I just gave away 2. So those are my scholarships. Okay, so I will be answering your questions, and I'm just trying to see if anyone else has questions about it. All right, I will be offering the individual sessions as well, if that's something that interests you. I just want to try this, the group component, because I do believe in the power of groups. Oh, awesome. So this is a wonderful opportunity, and she'd like to do this one day. Yeah, I don't think I'm too expensive. So I think this is totally worth it. It is an investment, but it's more of an investment about relief. You know, it's not an investment of it's not like a risk investment, it's an empowerment investment. Okay. So how long are their sessions? For the 5 weeks. So they're going to be 2 hours, about an hour and a half to 2 hours, where everyone's going to have an opportunity to share and process their work. And you also have the workbook. All right. Amazing. So I like that someone said Leah knows her worth. I do. I know that it's totally worth it. I've invested in myself and have done work for more than this, and I know that it's powerful. So, all right. Simona says, I've done healing work in small groups and it's truly transformational. I'm so excited you're offering this program and the art creative component. Most definitely. All right. And Sean says that she's feeling better. She missed the last 2, but she's here today. Okay. Oh, Jen says, I probably got lost in the shuffle. So I thought this was for me, but didn't have childhood trauma. My family has passed in the past 5 years. I'm feeling lost without them. My grief counselor sucked. Could this help? Yes. So, if you are experiencing grief, if, you're feeling any kind of depression, that can definitely be addressed in using these tools to regulate your nervous system and feel better, most definitely. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to start picking some people. I see Julie has her hand raised because she would like to share something. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And just remember, the bonus for tonight is this individual session with me that goes along with that if you join today. All right. And again, if you were to do it and it doesn't feel like a fit for you, then I always give your money back if you didn't feel like it was a fit. All right, we got a few more people with their hand raised. Beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and stop share. And I'm going to pick Julie because Julie had her hand raised the whole time. I'm going to add a spotlight. So would you like to share one aspect of your wheel that you feel is important for you? Oh, that's me. Hold on. I gotta unmute you. Give me 1 second. That's me. And Michelle asked where she could pay for the program. I, um, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna allow you to unmute yourself now. In the link, you can pay for the program. It's called leavesumonstudio.com/healing. Thank you, John. Okay, you should be good
Yeah,
to.
I'm unmuted, I think.
Okay, Julie, go ahead. I
Okay.
want to hear what you created.
So before I share that, I'm gonna say a plug for you.
Okay.
The people saying it's so expensive, I did an intensive outpatient program, and with insurance, it cost us thousands of dollars. So, and that was the most I had been in therapy for 10 years, and that was so much more helpful because of the group aspect.
Mhm.
So if I had the money to do this right now, I would absolutely unhesitatingly do it. Just your free workshops have been amazing. And I think that you're genuine and you're just so caring. I could sing your praises. This is my second workshop. So anyway, I was just like, I just want to put
Thank
that out
you.
there because if you don't have any experience with that, you have no idea, but it's so expensive and it's just something you gotta make happen, if you can. So I will definitely do this one day if you continue to offer it. So
Yeah. Well, thank you, Julie. I appreciate it.
okay. So this is my wheel and I've done wheels with just the overall areas, so I really like this idea. I'm actually starting up as a life coach, so I'm totally going to implement this because I really like having one focus area in that area. So my lowest ones are self-care and work/purpose, um, only because of the areas I'm picking. So I tried to pick ones that you know, well, some of them are higher up, but I wanted to pick things that I actually plan to work on. So your idea gave me the idea to take more baths as self-care. That's something that I want to be doing more. I have a lot of bath bombs and stuff like that, and I don't do it much at all. So I'm gonna do my goal is 2 times a month, because that'll be a huge increase for me. And then work is with my business that I'm starting up. My plan is to complete my first coaching course. So I've started that today. So it's a one, or I mean maybe it could have been a two because I've actually started it, but it's low because I'm just starting out. But yeah, I really appreciated the approach that you gave to this. And drawing my own wheel was fun. I've done like printed out ones. And I like the 8 areas as well. There's so many different as a coach who's started looking into this, there are so many different formats for this. So yeah, thank you for that perspective and that framework, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, you're welcome, Julie. Yeah, it's a really cool coaching tool. Like I was saying, I use it a lot with my individual clients, and it's so fun to see the growth, and especially like if you work with someone for a few months, they're gonna like be able to hit these targets, and it's powerful. So
I also think that that will be more motivating and empowering because I started working with my first client and she's like, if I look at all the areas, then I have so far to go. And so to have your one focus and then check in, every week or whatever and be like, oh, look, I moved up. Like you said, I moved up from a one to a two or a two to a three or whatever. So I think that'll be more accessible also.
Stephanie, awesome. Congratulations. I'm excited for you and your business.
Stephanie Renee.
Oh, somebody's talking. All right, I'm gonna pick someone else with their hand raised. I am trying to see, for some reason, you guys were so tiny. Florbella, let me add a spotlight. Okay,
Hi.
hi.
I just showed up as I am. I'm
Beautiful, that's what you're supposed to do.
and late and I did it.
Yay.
So yay for me that I accomplished it. So I think there's something really powerful about doing this visually.
Mhm.
And it was really empowering to me that I've accomplished quite a bit,
Good.
because I tend to hold everything in my head. So just to be able to see it on paper like that really empowered me to keep going.
Beautiful. Give us one example, like one thing that's on your wheel that you're going to be working on.
Well, oh, I'm working on all of them. However, just
Well, one that you want to
seeing,
share with us.
this was
I know
my,
you're working on all of them. I'm just like, if you want to just
yeah.
give one example.
So let's see, the mindset. So confidence and boundaries and self-love, which for me tie back into self-care as well.
Mhm.
They're
Yeah, they're all
tied.
interconnected. There definitely are.
Yes. And that's my biggest one, actually.
Okay,
That's
good.
that's my biggest area is the self-care one for this year. So putting it down was just really helpful to me. And I can see that already I have more than even in the other areas of my life. So that's a big accomplishment. And I've
Yeah,
just started the year. So I'm
gotta
proud of
celebrate
myself.
that. Good. Amazing. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Keep it
This is
up.
great. This is a great program. So
Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
well worth it.
Awesome. All right. How about Carla? Had a spotlight. Hi, Carla.
There's two Carlas, so I wasn't
Oh,
sure which one. So, um, I'm in therapy, trauma therapy, but it's not the art therapy. But I feel like that when I'm doing my artwork, I'm giving myself therapy. So I really enjoy what you're doing. I really love it. Um, Unfortunately, I can't join right now, but because well, I missed yesterday and I still need to watch that one. I got part of it. I didn't miss the whole thing. I got it when it was time to start doing the actual
okay.
drawings.
So
But
what's
this one,
something that you want to work on, like you want to share with us?
well, the focus.
Oh, that is the
The
focus. Okay.
leading into all of that, I was doing it the backwards way, but leading into all of that, the focus part, because I have so many ideas and I kind of, even though I know it's good to continue journaling, and I actually teach visual journaling, but it's just like, eh. And so this just helped me just to do it for myself and all three of the projects, because I have the animal figures almost done, and I'm like, I didn't even have time to post them yet, but when it's done, I'll put it up there. I feel like that this just had, I don't know, it just made me feel fresh
Okay.
and
Good.
renewed. Yeah. And so, yeah, that's my whole thing. And I really appreciate what you're doing.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, whatever you focus on will expand, right? So we just want to
Mhm.
give it love, lots of love to each one of those areas. So
Thank you.
you're welcome. All right, let's do a few more people. How about Kathleen? Maybe her spot.
Hello,
Hi.
am I unmuted?
Yes, I can
Let's
hear
see.
you.
Okay. Um, so this was so much fun. It was just so relaxing and I enjoy drawing and being a teacher and I want to teach others. So I've learned so much from you. So I like to focus on what was the least amount so I can expand the most.
Mhm.
And so I have a two for the work and the special project. Because I'm a retired elementary teacher, 35 years, I want to go into coaching or a holistic and health and wellness for other people. So I'm already doing that in the health and the self-care over here. But the special project, from what I understand from my natal chart, I'm to be a storyteller and a memoir writer. And so I am meeting with my old neighbor who's 105, and I'm journaling her life, what it was like. And she's spunky and gives me a hard time. So I'm going to write a story, and I don't know if it's going to be fiction or nonfiction, and integrate part of my life with her life and comparing. So that's my special project of writing this
Aw,
memoir and
beautiful.
becoming a coach in wealth. So this has been phenomenal. And when I have a little more time, I will come back and take, this class that you have going on. But I right before this class, I did the one that I missed from Monday night, and that was so much fun. And just finished this. And was here for the night before when I had the other animals, but I know you just wanted us to talk about that. But just the 3 days, I've had a blast.
Well, good.
So
Thank you so much for joining
thank
us.
you.
And you're always welcome to join us again. We always we meet on Monday nights, so we have a good time. It's all about that self-care, right?
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Well, beautiful. I know we have a few more people here, and now we'll try to get maybe like two more people, and then we'll get going for tonight. Let me add a spotlight. Who am I adding a spotlight on? Monique. I can see your name. Hi.
Good night. Good night. Leah, you have been an angel.
Oh, I got some wings.
Yeah, this has been a wonderful, wonderful experience. And it's a quick glance on how well that is.
Oh wow, you got a lot of stuff on there. I like all the colors.
So I have, I feel like this, I didn't want to overrate myself and
Mhm.
still have room to grow. I feel like it did highlight for me as I was creating it that I've made more progress in a lot of areas than I thought. If I was rating myself,
Mhm.
I am actively working on a lot of things, and I like that you clarified in the rating that 1 is an idea, 5 is you're working on it, and 10 is like you're done. You should put something else on the wheel.
Yeah.
So it helped me as I was, I couldn't just pick one thing to focus on each section, but even with multiple things in each section, I feel like I am actively working on, but I can see the need to narrow my focus in each of those areas. Even if I do like one project at a time, like the special projects area, I have just way too many things in my head. I'm interested in all types of art, and I
Mhm.
want to try a whole lot of different things, and I'm writing. And so um the first night it was such an epiphany because it combined the art with the writing, and I'm hooked.
Oh,
I
cool.
am on art journaling now, and so I just finished my registration for tomorrow, so I will
Oh,
see you.
cool. Yay, you're joining us. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see all the things that unfold.
Yes, so much.
Beautiful. Thank you, Monique, for showing up. I've been sharing. I appreciate it. All right. It's getting late, but I'm gonna pick the last two. We'll have Josie and then Amy. Um, just because it is getting late. Hey, Josie, just want to honor your time.
Oh, hi. Good to be here. Thank you
Yeah,
so much for doing this.
you're welcome.
Um, this is my wheel. And I chose to share the work section as I do prevention education for kids, and my focus is actually with art. Um, because that's been a huge coping skill for me in my whole life. And so I just think like if I could go do life over and not become a drug addict, I would be an art therapist right now. You know what I mean? But I've been clean for 8 years.
Congratulations.
And I'm trying to help kids like make better choices. And
Yeah.
so art has been like amazing. And so with my work, I've been with this just these 3 days, like I've felt more creative. I've felt kind of the depressive cloud kind of go away. I've felt more open, and I just want to do more of that and implement it more in my work. And my birthday's this weekend, and I've already asked for like $37 so I can do the VIP thing. And so I should be with y'all tomorrow too. And
Oh,
so I have loved every second of this. And so thank you so much for your time.
aw, you're
And so
welcome. I'm so happy you're going to be joining us, and we're going to celebrate you, Josie. That's amazing. And you
thank
brought
you.
up you brought up something important too. It's like you are feeling lighter, which is amazing because it does that. Like part of this process,
Yeah.
this community, it lifts you, right? But you got to nurture it. And it's like, some people will just like do it and then they go away. And I'm like, well,
Yeah.
don't go away. It's like they stay and continue nurturing it. And you're going to
Yeah.
see a lot of like really big shifts. I mean, it's happened to me.
Practice what I preach kind of a thing. Like
Yeah.
with these kids, like I feel like I neglect myself a lot.
Mhm.
And so I need to pour into myself more, and doing stuff like this has really, really helped with that. So
Okay, beautiful. Yay,
Thank
Joyce.
you.
You're welcome. All right, and then Amy, we add a spotlight. Hi, Amy. Oh, you have to unmute yourself.
How about there?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, good. I jumped in late the first 2 nights because I had other commitments.
Yep.
I'm a 65-year-old who's been doing art as long as I can remember. I'm showing you, let's see. Ooh, I guess I need to get rid of that blur. There we go. My chart, the section I'm sharing, my purpose is to be the best mother and grandmother I can be right now, and friend, because it is my purpose for staying here on earth. I had breast cancer in 2018 and it came back in March of this year. So I've been in the battle for my life and I intend to win.
Yes, we're sending you so much healing energy. The hearts are coming.
Yeah.
We're sending it to you.
And yeah, and so I'm just very excited to see all you women making time and intention
Mhm.
around who you are and what you're designed to do and be while you are here on this planet.
Yes.
So
Thank you for being here with us.
keep-
We're so happy that you're here, Amy.
thank you.
Beautiful. And so much love and healing. We're putting it in the chat too, so you can feel it and see it. Awesome. Okay, Kat, I'm not gonna let you be behind. I'm gonna let you go. Add spotlight. The last one, I swear. Kat, would you like to share yours or share something, an insight?
Yeah, I actually want to share my home one because I need help wording it.
Oh, okay, great. What is it?
So, because I have a one on it. I don't know if you guys can see it. I
Uh-huh.
can't.
You
Okay.
can tell us about it.
So,
One? Okay.
yeah, it's a one. Well, most of mine are ones and twos. So,
That's good.
but I have an issue right now where like I walk in my home and I suddenly just feel like just down and discouraged. I live by myself, but like just like surrounded by stuff and like yeah, like I feel like I'm finally home, but also it like puts me down. You know what I mean? Like I feel like discouraged.
So how do
So
you want to feel when you walk in?
I want to walk in the door and feel like, oh, I'm at home. Yay. You know, I can do stuff kind of a feeling. And I don't know how to word that.
Okay, so the yay, is that like celebration? Is it
Yes.
safety,
Like,
security?
well, kind of like I live in a nice place. I can do things here and feel,
So
like I feel
contentment.
safe here physically, but like emotionally, I don't.
Okay, but okay, so emotionally safe
Yeah.
and uplifted.
Yes. That's a good word.
Okay, so just like breaking that down to like, okay, what are things that uplift me? So I love fresh flowers, so it could be something along those lines, or it could be maybe you're hanging like different colors up that are uplifting to you.
Yeah, and so I should say
Changing
the
the
biggest
vibe.
issue is what I really wanted to put is decrease the clutter, but I didn't know how to put that in a positive way to have that
How about
not just be
creating
like,
space, like creating spaces of that are inviting.
yeah, create an inviting space for myself.
Yeah, and you can have little
Okay.
pockets of creative spaces. Could be like in the kitchen
Okay.
table, and it could
Yeah,
be
I like that description. Okay, cool. Thank you.
awesome. Thank you, Kat.
Sure.
Beautiful. Okay, we are going to stop the chats. I know we keep going and going. We could probably go all night. There's 100 and something of you here. You could probably keep going all night. But I love hearing from you. I really, really, really do. And I would love for you to post your art. I posted the picture for day 3. So post your art and post your intentions, because as you talk about it, right? We talk about communication, that throat chakra. as you talk about it, you're amplifying it, you're activating it, you're letting people know that you're holding yourself accountable, we're holding you accountable, right? So we're activating it, right? We're energizing it. So it's all good stuff. I'm gonna just see if there's any more questions. I am gonna put up the link. It says, can you put up the shock card again? Sure. So effective communication, right? And we just did that, right? With the last person was talking about like, how can I say this so it's not in a negative light, right? Like, how do I put what I want in a positive way, right? It's kind of saying like, I don't want stress. Well, okay, well, what do you want, right? You want to say what you want. Like, I want to feel peace. I want to feel love. I want to feel joy, right? So you want to put into the world what you want. Effective communication, right? So just thinking about what we're putting out there, thinking about that focus wheel, make sure you're focusing on what you desire, not what you're trying to avoid, right? Oh, Natalie says that when she came in, her energy was so heavy and now she feels 1,000 times better. Looking forward to the Creative Soul Society. Yes, beautiful. It's an amazing community. I mean, lots and lots of amazing, supportive people there. So join us, join us. And then again, if you want to join me for, this is totally new group, get the payment plans, at the one-on-one session. So I'm going to put the link here. If this is something that interests you, we're going to be starting Wednesday the 21st, and we already have 2 members. We already have 2 people that won. So we're going to have fun together. Oh, I like this picture. Let's heal together.
Excuse me, Leah, is class a VIP class the same time as the last 3 nights?
Oh, yeah. The VIP class is at 8 p.m. We try to keep everything consistent. On Monday nights, it's 8 p.m. because then it helps people who are on Pacific time, Central time, Mountain time, Eastern time. It's kind of like the evening.
So Leah,
Yeah.
I've changed the word healing to VIP to register for it. How do I get registered?
For the VIP sessions? Yeah.
Yeah, for tomorrow and Friday.
Yeah. So let me find the link here. I think it does say VIP.
Yeah, it said, but I tried it and it didn't open it.
Oh, did it? Sheena just put it on here. Let me see. That's it. So it looks like this. And then it says, yes, upgrade me to VIP. You just hit that green button. So in the chat, it says leahguzmanstudio.com and then VIP.
Leah, this is Michelle Basham.
Oh, hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
I could not, Monday night, I tried to upload my picture to the website and I couldn't figure out how to do it.
Oh, the Facebook group?
Yes.
Oh, well, I can probably send you like a screenshot of like how to do it.
Okay. Because the site we're on now, like where everybody was doing it in the chat group, that went down before I was able to do it. And so that's why I couldn't send mine in.
Oh, okay. I'll just kind of walk you through it. And I'll send you some pictures. I'm just gonna answer, is that okay if I do that?
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because sometimes that might be easier.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Leah, it's Ellen Rose. Can I say something, please?
Yeah, sure.
I felt a little frustrated tonight because somehow or another on my iPad, my chat did not work. And so that's why it kept going to you privately. And I even tried to click the arrow down below. So my question or something that I might suggest is that in terms of the ambassadors, that there be some way to have some kind of contact point that I could call them or reach out to them, because I don't know some of these technical things.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. At the beginning of the session, there was a little bit of a, I think it wasn't just for you, it was for everyone. The chat was locked, and then everyone was individually writing me, so I couldn't see it. But we switched it
Well,
out.
my chat got lost the whole night. Is the problem. All of my chat went to you directly.
Yeah, we have to go back into the top part where it says everyone. You have to like literally push the button everyone. I had to do the same thing because I was just writing to one person. And then once I hit the everyone, it goes to everyone.
Yeah, I tried to push that and it's not working.
Okay, hit the everyone right now and see if you can chat with us.
It's not working.
Okay, well, I'm sorry that happened to you tonight, Ellen Rose. That usually
So,
doesn't happen. It just happened tonight.
Yeah, I hope it works better next time, but
Okay.
I tried to communicate several questions and thoughts, so maybe we can try to chat later sometime. But thank you for everything and have a good evening.
You too. You have a good evening. So I'm going to answer some of these questions that are in the chat. It says, how long is the offer for the next 2 nights available? I would say sign up today. Just because the emails go out for tomorrow and I don't want you to miss the VIP, the Zoom link and things like that. If you are a VIP, you will be able to get into the portal, and I put all the replays. I put the Zoom links there. So if for some reason you didn't get a text message or an email, you can always access it that way. I'm going to kind of go through these questions that are listed here. And I'm going to answer this person about the VIP link. You know, technical things happen. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Okay, so Colette also wants to know how to do the Facebook group. Okay, so Colette Kofed, I will give you directions, and Michelle Bosham, I will give you directions how to post. Let's see. So Mattel asked the question. I just want to be able, if she's still here, would like to answer it. She had asked, is the program, is it 1 day a week for 5 weeks, 5 sessions? That is correct. We will meet on Wednesday evenings at 8 p.m. and it is a group format. So we'll start the 21st. Oh, Candace is so cute. She said, she told Josie, if you don't get that 37 bucks for your birthday, I'll Venmo you. I love that. That's the cutest thing. Okay. I know I saw some questions in here, so I want to be able to answer them. So what time, days, standard time from when to when in hours? So Pacific Standard is 3 hours behind Eastern time. So I like to keep things consistent. For example, we meet at 8 p.m. Eastern, which is 5 p.m. Pacific. right? It's 3 hours behind. And so for the actual group, I believe it would be like an hour and a half, I think max 2 hours, but I think that everyone would have enough time, probably an hour and a half for us to do the art and process it, because it's not like a huge group. So that's for the program. For the VIP and for the Creative Soul sessions that we do on Monday nights, those are, I always keep those an hour long.
Leah, are you still there?
Oh, yeah, I was here.
Hi,
Yeah.
this is Anne. I am wondering if the VIP sessions are going to be recorded, and also how long do we have access to those? And is it different than for those of us who are signed up for your monthly membership thing?
Yeah, if you're a monthly member, you already have access to everything. You don't have to, like, you already have access to the VIP. It's in the calendar section.
Calendar section. Okay.
Yeah.
Of where? Where do I go? I'm brand new to you. I mean,
Oh,
brand new,
okay.
literally.
Okay, let me show you really quick. Share. Oh, let me escape this. Hmm. So if you log in to the member login on the top right.
Log into the member login top right.
Mm-hmm. And then you go to the Creative Soul Society membership here.
Top right of what? My screen? I mean, did you send me a link or?
I'm just showing you the process. So you go into
Oh, where do I go though?
LeahGuzmanStudio.com.
I'm sorry, the phone cut out. What did you say?
LeahGuzmanStudio.com.
LeahGuzmanStudio.com.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. And
then I have to create an account, I guess.
No, if you are a VIP, you already have an account and you just log in. It
Oh.
might, if you haven't put in a like a password, you probably have to put a password, but it's your email and then a password. And this top little button right here, this is calendar and Zoom links.
Uh-huh.
That's where I keep if you go through here, the replays are underneath right here. We have a calendar, and then I keep the Zoom links here too.
Okay, I'll figure it out then. So Leah Guzman Studio, that's what you said, Leah Guzman Studio?
Yeah, so if you've already joined the VIP, you'll get the email and text message.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I can be here tomorrow, but I have to work Friday during that time, so I can't attend Friday.
Oh, okay, no,